The age I started fishing competitively I was probably 16. Back when I started, we didn't have a high school team or anything. We just kind of had to fish with the older guys and just fish against them on Tuesday nights and Thursday nights and Saturday nights. What drives me to do the sport of fishing is just the competition. It's a tough sport. I mean, you can find fish days before, go out, try to catch them. They may be gone. You're always having to think in this sport because just because it's one day you're on them, the next day they may disappear and you may have to do something totally different. But it's competitive. That's probably my biggest thing. And not every. I mean, you could be the best fisherman in the world and not win every one of them. Some of the lakes that I fish a lot that are close is Lake Hamilton, Lake Ouachita, Lake DeGray, Lake Dardanelle. I do travel out other states some, and I fish Lake Fork down in Texas. One of my favorite ones is probably Table Rock Lake. A lot of fish up there. Fish bull shows. Been up on Lake Erie in New York. The type of tools and equipment expenses that you have in bass fishing. First of all, you got to have a boat. You need a truck to pull the boat. You've got to have lures, your rod and reels. There's quite a bit of money tied up, if you want to get into tournament fishing. That's why, it's always good to have plenty of everything. You want to have quite a few rod and reels. That way, you got different kinds of lures on each one, and you're not sitting there having to retie all the time. I mean, it's kind of however you want to do it, but it's always better to have plenty of rod and reels, plenty of lures. You got to have gas in the boat. It takes a little bit of money to get going in it. That's why it's important to try to do your best in the tournament and try to get some of your money back each tournament. The consequences for somebody that doesn't want to follow the rules, it's never good. Never good to be a rule breaker for sure, especially in bass fishing. I've heard of people going to jail over trying to cheat because the prizes, the first place prize was over $10,000. So it's kind of like they were trying to steal $10,000 pretty much. That's grand theft pretty much. So people get caught cheating. Most of the time they're disqualified from the tournament, and a lot of times they have trouble finding places or tournaments to fish because nobody wants them in their tournament series because they know they've cheated. And a lot of people just try to boot them out to where they don't want them around, and it's never a good thing, especially for the sport, somebody trying to break the rules.